When my friend, Emmy Award winning poet Mr. Hank Stewart agreed to give me a tour of his unique home garden, I was super excited. Come along, you're in for a real treat.
All right, thank you for coming to hang out with me at my house. This is my place of peace. And so you just walked out from the house onto my patio. And my patio started when I first moved here. And believe it or not, there was nothing here but the slab, nothing but the concrete. And so now you see all of the foliage that has grown across. These are miniature roses in the spring. They bloom yellow and white roses. And so that's when I know the spring is coming. So every year I get an opportunity to come out here and just see all the beautiful flowers that are coming out. So we're gonna walk a little bit further, and I'm going to walk you out to my lanai area. I love the sound of water. So you have the waterfalls all around my house, on the lanai, on my balcony upstairs. And I love positive affirmations or something that's funny that deals with the house. So serenity is pointing this way. Home is my happy place. This porch is my happy place. So I love things that are either funny or just inspirational. I get an opportunity to come out here also and cook. I have under the covers, you have a pizza oven and a Blackstone, and both of them are Blackstone griddle and a Blackstone pizza oven, and I love their products. And I know I'm not endorsing Blackstone, but I actually I love their products. And so I get an opportunity to cook breakfast out here, or have friends over, my son and family over, and we will do pizzas, and it's just an amazing opportunity. Come with me to the lanai. When you come out here, it's just, it's a lot of fun. If you look to your left, my right, your right, my left, you'll get an opportunity to see that I actually have an outdoor shower. And that's used when I'm rinsing my feet off from being out here working in the yard. It's solar, so it gives you hot water and cold water, or warm water. And you can come out to the lanai. This lanai area, this is a very interesting place. The lanai started right during COVID, right after COVID. And the reason why I built this lanai area is because I have two huge trees. And these trees were killing the grass in my yard. I wanted the trees more than I wanted the grass. So I decided to put pavers down and create a lanai area that I can come out here and sit. And over the years, it's evolved. And so right now, I call it my edible lanai. I got cherry tomatoes growing with basil. I have all type of blackberries, blueberries, strawberries around here. You can see just pretty flowers, lime tree, a lemon tree. You got mints, all different type of mints. This out here, muscadine. You have a muscadine vine that's running crazy. So it's just a fun place to sit out. I sit out here at night. All of these are solar lights. So you got solar lights on the floor. So at night it just pops on and it just gives you it's a whole different vibe during the summer months and in the evening. Can't wait for these lilies to bloom. In another month, it's gonna change the entire look of my lanai. I got a couple of lilies out here, and they're going to just really give you a whole different vibe. And the mints, you got mints everywhere. You got waterfalls. Yep. Honeysuckles, different type of honeysuckles. The honeysuckles are blooming right now. The red ones have already bloomed. I got some more cherry tomatoes here with basil. You got the blueberries. You can see the blueberries coming in, blackberries. You got thyme, and just some more strawberries. I've eaten all the strawberries off of those plants. You got strawberries over here. You can still see the strawberries as you walk. You got cabbage out here. But look at all the strawberries. Look at how beautiful they are. I think I'm gonna take one off right now and just eat it. It's so good. They're sweet. So I got blackberries, I got strawberries. You have all of the cabbage, So it's just a little bit of everything out here. Look at the berries. More blueberries coming in. So it's an edible lanai. Okay. You follow me? So my cousin and I, we do a lot of the construction and things around the house. So we built the shower, but I also saw this on Facebook not too long ago, and it was just somebody had taken a pallet and made it just a nice piece of outdoor art. So it's a spoon and a fork, and so we put the citronella plants in it, and it keeps the bugs away. But you got hostas in here and some impatiens and plants and things of that nature. Yeah, so on the back side, basically you got hostas and you can come around. I wanted my backyard to be a form of inspiration. I wanted my house to be a form of inspiration, even for me. So I named this outdoor area after my mom, Mr. Lanai, but it's Ruth's Garden. And if you look at the walls, on the wall, all around, you'll see very positive affirmations and butterflies and mirrors and all kind of things. And it feels amazing out here right now, the wind blowing. And at the height of the summer, in my backyard, on my lanai, at 2 o'clock, it's completely shaded. So you can sit out here in 95-degree temperatures, and you're gonna feel a breeze. And I love all of the scenes. I got these. This is a lot of goodwill right here. Goodwill dollar signs. You know, the secret to having it all is thinking that believing that you already do. Happiness is not a destination; it's a way of life, and that's the way I live. You know, dreams come in all sizes. Home, sweet home. So it's just so many. I find anything that's positive, I'll hang them up out here on the outside. So anything that I can find that's positive, count your blessings. I'm just so grateful to God for allowing me to have this space. Grateful for the small things, grateful for the big things, and everything in between. You know, so that's this space. It's gratefulness. I'm just grateful to be out here and to have this and be able to experience this every single day, throughout the day, as often as I want to, and I can share it with friends, and they can come out, we can have a glass of wine and sit here, cook, make a pizza, and just chill for the day. So we're gonna go and show you the garden area where I'm able to pull a lot of my herbs. You got herbs around here, but I have a lot of herbs and vegetables, and we can pull them and just go and chop them up. All right. So out here, this is fun to me. This is a fun place. I call it I'm constantly playing in the dirt. I love it out here. So anytime I find a container or anything from Home Depot, Lowe's, or Goodwill, or somebody's thrown something out, I usually try to take it. One man's junk is another man's treasure. So right here, you got a bunch of muscadine vines that's growing up. I got cabbage in here. I saw this at a vintage store in downtown, not too far from downtown Decatur, around from the farmer's market, and it was just a pot planter, 4 different plants, and I saw it and I wanted it, and it was hanging on the wall, and it's heavy as steel, so I created its own post for it, and so I got me a 2x4, dug a hole about 2 feet, put me some pebbles and some cement in there, and hung my plant. And so now I'm training these vines to grow up, and the goal is for the vines to grow around the entire post. If you look up over my house, I've trained all of those vines, and so I wish you would have been here probably 3 weeks ago. All of that was yellow and white across the top. So it was, you know, people say I should have weddings here, but I enjoy it. So I love vines. I love beautiful vines. And so if you walk through, you see the trellises. Muscadine's gonna grow across here. Jasmines. You have lettuce in your that's coming up in the raised flower bed. I have kale here. I have a youth foundation, so my goal is that my children in the youth foundation will be able to come and harvest food, so they understand the difference between store-bought and harvesting from a farm to table basically. So we got more cabbage over here. You got lettuce right here. Some more muscadines gonna grow across here. You got field peas. So you have a little bit of everything. You got another muscadine vine. If you're eating some sweet potatoes or regular potatoes, you got some chives to pull off. And just had a salad a couple of days ago. I made me got some of my Swiss chard and wrapped it in the rest of my salad. Right now I have a plum tree right here and a peach tree. You have peppers growing over here. You got peppers here, you got peppers here, and mint and herbs everywhere. So you have things to keep bugs away. I got spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint, sage, parsley, basil, anything that fights against the bugs. But what I do love, you can actually see butterflies flying around. I love that butterflies and hummingbirds, and you know, you hear nature around in my area, and I absolutely love it. I do believe it. You know, people ask me all the time, do you water all of this? And I'm like, yeah, I water all of this, but I also catch the water. So I have rain barrels, and we've had a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks, and this one is kind of full. This one is full, so I could take the my flower pot and water my sweet potatoes. I can water all of my plants, or I can run a hose there and you know, let it just kind of water all of this, you know. So you can see the peaches on here. See the nice, beautiful, soft fuzzes on the peaches. And again, it's just mint, the smell. I wish you could, you could smell the camera, because you got a lot of different aromas out here that's going on. And look at the jasmines are blooming, you know, the different ones. Some more parsleys and thyme and mints,
Tell us a
sage.
little bit more about how you became a gardener and how you curated this space.
So I became a gardener accidentally. It was not a goal. I just wanted to grow. First of all, my workout regimen was just that I wanted to be a workout more in 2017 than I did in 16. And that's when my streak started. I'm right now at 3,047 straight workout days, which is almost 9 straight years. I'm actually getting ready to start a podcast called The Power of Consistency. Because that's consistency. If you're consistent at anything, you're gonna show gains in it. I don't care what you do. If you're consistent, our biggest problem is that we quit. We start over. We start again. We quit. We start over. One of my favorite quotes that says, "If you're tired of starting over, quit quitting." And so I wanted to eat healthier, and so I just started with some small plants, peppers and things of that nature. And so as time grew, I had a friend of mine by the name of Phyllis Turner who really kind of navigated me through. She's amazing, and she said, you know, you really need to do more, you know, planning and things of that nature. And so she helped navigate me, and then she also helped me navigate through getting this backyard space registered as a small farm. So I have my farm tracking number and things of that nature. So I bounce things off of it, and then I'm in a community of other people who, you know, like pretty girls playing dirt. I'm in a community where you are constantly being supported in what you like, and you can go and I go to Pretty Girls Playing the Dirt's page, and she'll tell me about how to keep this plant alive, or how to treat this and how to prune that. So you don't have to know everything. There's so much information out on, you know, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. There's so much information out here that you can grow, and don't feel overwhelmed. Just start with something small. So I started with something small.
Tell us, you mentioned that you have this space designated as a home farm.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us the benefits of that.
You get to apply for grants and you know, things of that nature. You get to go to workshops. If there's seeds, they have seeds and things of that nature. They will give you an opportunity to come and get seeds and all that stuff for either free or a reduced rate, because you have your tracking number. So again, you'll see pallets that we made into workstations. So that's a little workstation. I love the signs that when I make that whole thing size, you know, the garden tour is 5 cents. Sometimes I wet my plants. Hoeing ain't easy, you know, and just my friends have to listen to great music whether they want to or not, you know. So I love positive sayings all around here. If you look up here, this is my big planter. This is the fun part of my backyard. So you got citronella, and you got a lot of beets and cabbage and greens and scallions, okra. You got oregano. Just a little bit of everything is going. You see the butterflies flying, and I believe that's how I believe there's good in the world. And so this backyard, when you come back here, you feel the good in the world when you come back here.
Are you able to garden pretty much 4 seasons?
I'm learning to, because I have the greenhouse. So the greenhouse is, and I'm still, a lot of this is still work in progress, but the greenhouse gives me an opportunity to learn how to start my gardens earlier, because even if it's cold, I can start it in the greenhouse, or when it's starting to cool around November, the latter part of October, early November, I can start moving stuff to the greenhouse and still get a longer. So my goal is to get a harvest in a lot of different vegetables and foods up in year round, and then learn to can. If you just look up, you see all these beautiful pears growing on this pear tree right now. So canning those is gonna be, I know it's gonna be it's thousands of pears on this tree right now. And so the goal, again, I mentioned that I have a youth foundation. So the goal is for my young people to come back here and pick pears, eat pears, and enjoy food that's, from the table to farm.
Tell us the name of your foundation.
It's called the Stewart Foundation. Gwen Mason and myself, we started a foundation almost 20 years now, and we've worked with over 40,000 kids, so we're really proud of our impact. And I'm not sure when this is going to air, but this month, in the month of May, we're actually doing a workshop with young people in how to grow food and how to eat healthy. So, and then in the month of October, we do healthy living and workout and exercise and things of that nature. So you got okra up here, you got peppers, you have peppers, you have basil, different type of basil, Asian basil, just regular basil. You got oregano, so if you're cooking pizzas and all that, you can take that. And you got rosemary over here. You got different mints, lavenders, lemon balm, which is also healthy for you if you have, it's a healthy herb, lemongrass, so it's just so much. And then I can continue the seedlings and all that inside of my greenhouse. I got another smaller greenhouse. I think I'm gonna put, when the leaves fall in the fall, I'll put it up and then transfer other things into that as well. So this is just a little bit of my backyard. I'm glad you came over. Pretty Girls Play in Dirt, to see a space that brings me a lot of happiness, and that is my outdoor garden.
One thing that I instantly noticed when I came into your space was the sense of tranquility. Mm-hmm. So can you tell us a little bit about how gardening adds to your mental health or your tranquility?
It really does. I mean, it allows me to get away. Like this, although I'm in the city, I feel like I'm separated from the city. And so I get an opportunity to come back here and listen to my music, and this really adds to my peace of mind. It really does. And so I get an opportunity to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city, cook, sit back here with a glass of wine and just enjoy it. And the weather, is always beautiful. Even if it's raining, it's beautiful back here. It's liquid sunshine. So I welcome the rain, welcome the sun. Look at all of my friends, the butterflies. You see, they're just hanging out and look, they're playing. And, so who's not happy in a space like this, right? And this is add to the tranquility. You hear the birds chirping. And so this is a fun spot for me.
Okay. Mr. Stewart, I came to know you as a renowned poet.
Mm-hmm.
Have you written a poem that's a tribute to your garden spaces, or how you feel?
I have not. Is this
where a lot of poems are born?
But I can sit back here and I'm inspired, but I haven't written anything about the garden per se, but I'm inspired. And I look forward, I rush home. When I'm leaving an event, I can't wait to turn down my street, to turn into my driveway, to come in to my backyard and get away from everything. And I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the poetry that I write, perform, and I enjoy the Stewart Foundation, what we do with our kids. But this is peace. This is where I get an opportunity to come in and fall into my peaceful place, my happy place.